Alright, if you are watching this, then this is going to be a gameplay video about StarRupture. It's a early access game. So far I've had about 5 hours in it. And it reminds me a lot about Satisfactory and many of the mechanics in the building. It definitely needs improvement, but the graphics and so far the concept is pretty interesting. The planet also attacks you at some point in the game after you pass the tutorial. I haven't gotten, super far in it yet, but so far it's definitely fun. Loading takes the longest, as you can probably see, and I have a pretty recent computer that I'm playing on. I switch between the one kind of older tower that I have and the laptop and see which one plays better, but it also does freeze occasionally. All right. Graphics take a little bit to load. So to get this map, you need to do the recipes portion of it, so I did that as well. But, so this is your character. You have 4 characters that you can choose from. I'm not quite sure what this bar is yet, but it says toxicity, but like whenever you get hurt or eat something you're not supposed to, it goes up. Of course it
Bravo!
says
Shipment delivered to Clever Robotics.
Okay.
They're still very happy with your services, but remember, everything can always be done more efficiently.
Alright, let me head back to my base. So on your map, once you get the map, you have to build a base core in order to make habitats or build things, basically, like smelters and other things as well. You don't need power for the ore excavator, but what I was trying to remember is the smelter.
Detected. I recommend finding a safe place.
Okay, so crap. So when it says rupture activity detected, you need to get your butt back to a base. And eventually a timer will count down. I have discovered that if you are in your airlock and you don't have a chance to get to your base, like inside, come on, a little bit farther, that it also works. See how it's freezing a little bit? Okay, I made it. Kinda made it. Oh my goodness. Alright. So it made it to the base. Okay. But yeah, the game does freeze, it does lag. I've been on discussions already. It's not just unique to my machine. Okay, we get to look at the eruption take place. So it comes from that kind of star, in a sense. So right there, okay, here's a wave warning. That's what I was talking about. It gives you another, heads up, and then there's a countdown. Okay. You can see the sky getting super hot. There's the countdown.
Raptura's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately.
I mean, graphics are pretty epic. If you're outside, you die. There's,
Warning. The planet is being incinerated.
I didn't get to find that out, but some of my friends did. They were like, let's just see what happens, and you die. I was also saying, though, that if for some reason your base gets attacked and you can't clear all the creatures in time, you can kind of hide yourself in the airlock and you are protected. So right after the planet kind of explodes, so to speak, it's a little finicky. There we go. You can go outside, and it's actually beneficial that you go outside to collect these, like those little glowing meteorites that you see in the distance. They're worth a lot of points, among other things. You can go up to the door and hold E if it stops freezing. It cools down the door for you, and you don't lose any power or anything like that. You can get a weapon when you do the recipes, so that was one thing that I found out. So there's recipe machine, which is this. Then you can get points from this machine, which is the analyzing station, and then your main core is here, but I will talk about that in a little bit. I want to get those glowy things. Okay, not...
Planetary temperature within acceptable parameters.
Okay, so you see how my shield went down because I was jumping the gun there and going out a little too early? But I want to find those glowies before they disappear, because they do disappear. They're important in getting points as well as recipes and stuff. And upgrades. Except for a few materials, most times when you collect it, it either, yeah, it disappears. Those are important, but I'm gonna look for glowy things in the meantime. Usually you don't have to worry about bugs, right, when everything is incinerated, so they make it somewhat realistic. There's one. Come there we go. I get to that though. Your energy does eventually run out, as you can see, and then you have to walk. All of these things are, you can hit them, but I'm gonna get the glowies. The green band that you see there on the left, that's radiation. And I haven't gotten that far in the game about, like, there's probably like radiation resistance, you can probably upgrade your gear. I just haven't gotten that far yet. These are worth your time getting, but you have to come out, like I said, right after an incinerating event in order to get them. You do get tired eventually more quickly in your person here. This is your water and your food. And if
I need to drink something.
yeah, see, he just said he was thirsty. Eventually it will kill you if you don't, like, feed your person. But yes, these are important to get. Let's see, do I see any other things? There's no real, like, indicator on your map. I mean, that would kind of be cheating anyways, but pretty much you just gotta look for it. Your miner also reheats. That's why you can hit the R to reload, and then, like, fans come out and it cools down. Alright, so far I've collected 18 of them, which is good. I'd just like to see if there's any more. Like I was saying, you can have a little bit more bravery when everything's incinerated, that, you know, bugs won't come out and eat you right away. Or at least I haven't had that happen. You can see the planets start to regenerate very soon, and at that time you lose your chance, you know, the glowy meteorites disappear. Alright, looks like... Unable to... Oh, wait, yes. Another big... Great, I got 2 from that. You'll learn which ores are pretty common, like wolfram ore and titanium. But helium is kind of like mediocre, you see it around. You see the calcium or titanium. See how it's hot? And I pressed R. Little fans come out. It's an interesting concept. At least they tried to make things a little bit realistic. Cool base in the distance there. These little pillars grow those prickly pear things. I call them prickly pears, but they're not. But they're prickly fruits that you can get once the planet regenerates. They're usually on these like pillar things. When I was originally started and I walked by and I'm like, those would be interesting to collect, and then things actually grow on them. Yes. What is that? Let's go away about them. This says something on the map. Okay, it says it's a drone wreck. And see how it stopped glowing after you collect it. That's pretty cool. Alright. See the planet starting to regenerate? Alright, let me start to head back. It's not my main base.
I need to drink something.
Okay, see how your indicator then turns orange if you avoid the guide or whoever you have. So on the planet you can collect a couple of things. It's kind of hard to feed yourself in a way once you run out of your supplies kit that you're given, which is this right here when you start. But I'll just use one of those.
Ah, tasty.
But eventually that does run out. Analyzing station is where you can put the cool meteorites that you just found for money. Let me keep some of those. So you get 840 for 12. This is how many points you get, and that can be used for upgrades. It's very useful to not waste them because it takes a long time to get this number up there. These help. Plants also do it too. But you see they don't give it a lot. And meteorite heart are very rare. I want to say very rare, but I wouldn't use them on this. Scrap. Could be worth something. See how it says using the analyzing stations if you don't quite know what to do. R makes it rotate. Let's see if it'll let me. So the building mechanics are not like quite great yet. Sometimes when you move to a location with your mouse or whatnot, it just Satisfactory gives you lines and lets you make everything perfect. Here you can go to that measure, but you don't get the nice lines and the guidelines that you sometimes get, or that you can get in Satisfactory. But here they
I've
don't
learned something new.
Raptura status
give
stable.
that yet.
Arcadia status
Okay, so your goal is the
stable.
corporate terminal, is to do upgrades. So right now I have something running for a couple of them. In the corner they tell you what you need, so I can't make wolfram powder yet because I have to figure that out. I can make those two things. That, and... Okay, so I need to figure out how to make these two things. But you gotta claim it once, it says you can access it. Regeneration chamber basically happens when you die and you select it. You'll respawn here, but you lose your gear and you have to go find it. Okay. So I want to go back to my main base. I wanted to test something. So you can have personal storage boxes eventually when you unlock that recipe. And I wanted to see if they sync up materials. I don't think so. Here it is. No, it does not. Alright, what do I want to leave here? I think I'll leave some food. These are very useful. You get them from plants. They're hydration when you don't have your packs, survival packs anymore. Very important in recipes. This stone, which is the meteorite, or meteorite heart. There's a couple things called meteorite. It's very important. Because that stone helps you build your core. I mean, it says it right there, but it's very important. Because if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have a heat wave coming and you can't make it back to your original base, you've got to build that in order to build a base. It won't let you do that, and you got to make sure you have materials. It's always good to carry...
Congratulations! The Moon Energy Corporation is grateful for your shipment. Another reward is waiting for you in the terminal.
Some extra material.
I'd like to point out how clean the energy is that's produced by Moon Energy devices.
That can be used making some building materials. Yeah, basic building material is very important to have. That lets you build most base items. Okay, but I want to head back to the base. So that water-like bulb that I was talking about, it's very rare, like I was saying. When you see it, you collect it. Alright, I want to head back, so... So the fruit respawned, which also means that bugs
Good stuff.
will be nearby.
Come here.
There are different types of spiders. good to see if you see anything that moves, because sometimes they could sneak up on you. See, I was a little bit glitchy there. The game is not perfect, but I'm going to try it on my older tower to see. So these in the ground, that was what I was putting in the inventory box there. Polyfruit. These are things you can eat. They don't help your O2 though, so. But they're useful for food. Your water is another matter, which is why it's always good to have a couple of these in your inventory. That is yet. But your core will eventually overheat. I haven't gotten to that point. Alright. These are also good too. These are rare, but it's good to find because they can be used in recipes. Eventually I'm working towards making this, which helps with hydration. Gives you some food toxicity, but kind of uber important, but it costs a lot, and I don't want to put all of them in there right away. These are a little bit easier to find. So those points I was talking about, that's where it took it from here. That's why they're so important in recipes and going forward for other things. 20 of those weird things.
Now we know more.
Some of these I think I got off that one. I found like a dead body in the map, and they had some gear. I think that's where this came from, because I can't make them yet. Fortunately, there's no like press a button and transfer it all. That would be nice. I don't have that yet. This is your base building material, as it says, and you need that for base building and general functionality. Okay, so I wanted to check the corporation. See how a question mark means it's not linked to anything. So I was making sheets. some base materials and do it manually. Great. Okay. See, the building isn't so great yet. Okay, then what is this? Oh, okay. So I can't make that yet. These are my manual ones when I have a lot of material. Yeah, I don't think I can use wolf oil right now because I can't make this yet.
I need to drink something.
See how these are locked? Except I can make beans. Okay. So this setup I gotta leave. Those are all wolf ores. Yep.
I can use that.
Again, when you look up and you see your question marks, it means that you haven't clicked, set anything. This kind of helps it move it along. It's not perfect. I could build another smelter and divide this further, but that'll slow down the rate. And that's salt over there, so I don't think I have any use for the calcium yet, except for this, yeah. But I need the recipe. Check this out yet. Okay, so just got that in an upgrade. There's no way to really, also as a random side note, there's no way to really dispose of any material. I just basically drop it in a spot, and then when the incineration event comes, it takes care of it. Alright, but I wanted to build that. Crowded down here, so I think this one is empty. Nope. Okay.
I think I can use this.
To install LEMs in yourselves, which will enhance your abilities. Remember, The more often you perform a certain action, the easier it is for your mind to adapt to it. Only after some time will you be ready for modifications. We wouldn't want your brains to get fried, right?
I understand. I will gather experience until I can use them.
That way, you won't fry your brain.
Let's see, I think I can stack on top. And it froze. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna drop these because
That's just what I need.
okay, let's get everything out of there.
I need to drink something. Delicious. Just see if any recipes need any of these things. Now there's that. That helps me. And the fabricator. Of course, everything's titanium based. Great. So what I like to do when I'm getting rid of stuff, I have a spot I like to put a ton of stuff here and see it's like gone. Okay. And unfortunately, if you click and drag, it doesn't drop either. So that would be nice. And they put them in these little interesting looking boxes. Okay. I have stuff being built. Can't access that yet because I need recipes, and recipes. Because I don't have a furnace yet. Okay.
used the products it ordered. They're very pleased. You could become the best crew they've ever worked with.
The only crew they've ever worked with.
Come here.
Fortunately, like, this looks like wheat in real life, but, like, I can't collect it. It's kind of lame in that regard. So, like, graphics are cool, and it looks like a real edible food, and yet the only thing I can pick up are these weird, like, polyp-looking things. I think that's too far. Yeah. See, that's what happens when I get distracted by food in the game. But you gotta be careful for spiders.
Interesting plant.
Yay, the purple things. These are really neat.
Good stuff. Now, if you encounter spiders, well, that's all I've encountered so far, and you're overrun by them and you head back to your base, they will follow you back to your base and, like, try to destroy it. Come here.
And when that happens, you have to destroy these. It's probably up on top. These, like, blue packets of bubbles that the insects leave behind. Otherwise, your base won't be able to work. And then your hatch won't open, and that's how I found out that you can survive staying in an air hatch, because I had bugs follow me back, and it wasn't in time before the incineration event hit, and then, yeah, I thought I was gonna die, but I didn't, because the airlock worked. I don't know if I'm gonna make that. Let me save. It's supposed to automatically save, but I don't necessarily trust it. Okay. It's supposed to be around here.
Hot.
Changing mags. Reloading.
Ooh, these are hard. Gotta let my shield go. There they go.
Changing mags.
Not the greatest.
I need to drink something.
It's like now, brother? Really? Just.
Good stuff.
Oh, see how it's turning purple? They're attacking it. Alright. It's like, how does this thing not. Jeez. sometimes they drop things and you can pick them up. Okay, so I thought I saw another one. To make this, oh, I guess they just were spitting on it, because sometimes you have to find a purple insect sac and like destroy it.
Good stuff. Come here. Interesting plant. Just what I need.
Hydro bulbs usually regrow after an incineration event. It just takes a while. But it's worth your time collecting, because these are one of the few plants that completely bring up your hydration before you can make recipes. And they're also what you need to make recipes eventually, so important. These geoscanners increase the range of your map. That's why it made it like a circle. But when you go to initialize them, it shakes the ground and spiders come out. And the game froze again. Most of the times it will freeze, and then after you wait a little bit, like I said before, it will come back. I haven't really had it crash completely where I lose everything, but it's bound to happen. Okay. These are hard to find. It's calcium.
Come here. Good stuff. Interesting plant. I need to drink something.
Now look at how much one of these works.
Nice.
And then if you eat this, this will help with your food. right now it's kind of a collection, exploring mission, and try not to die from spiders and the planet in the process. Caverns are definitely neat. To get in them, however, is very complicated at first when you're roaming the countryside of the game, so to speak. And only after an extinction event do the vines get incinerated. And then you can go down into the cave where they do regrow. So at least that's the mechanic is kind of realistic. But it's definitely neat. Probably try that next time around. These are extremely common, as you can imagine.
Interesting plant. Good stuff. Come here.
There's spider in the distance. How much ammo do I have? I have enough ammo. Ooh, there's quite a lot of them though. Let me save just in case, because I am learning how to shoot still, as you can probably tell. These are the ones that are a lot easier than the green ones that I faced.
Reloading. Changing mags.
I had them before come up behind me where I was like, oh no, I'm good, I got them all. And then nearly died from it. So it's always good to do a circle.
Peace at last.
There we go. Yay! Star tiers, I only need like a bajillion more to go. Alright. Why do I feel like Okay, so there's the underground, which is only open when incineration event occurs, but it said there was...
I'm detecting increased Ruptura activity.
Oh!
Prepare for a wave.
Yeah, I don't think I was gonna make that one. But it had to be in range of the core in order to build. Yeah, I don't know if I was gonna make that.
Ruptura's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
It's like a front row seat.
Extreme temperature detected.
I can't go out just yet.
It's getting dangerous.
Planetary temperature returning to normal.
Your machines also don't work after everything's incinerated. Okay, so now it is ready. Very neat. I saw another glowy thing down here. My mouse was like stuck for a second.
Come here.
Don't forget to crouch. That's how I was able to get in those spots, and that's how you get into, oops. Come on. One of those underground caves. Very cool. Alright, but I wanted to also find, they said there was a dead body. Oh, so it actually did work. I was like, oh, I can't do markers, and then here's a marker. I don't know how I did it. Okay. Maybe I got the player already. I didn't think I did.
is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
Oh look, there's a rock inside my house. Well, they still haven't fixed the bugs yet. That's pretty much it, in a nutshell. Thanks for watching.